has already established the Stanford freshman record for points in a game when he dropped 32 on Colorado.
And I think the things to watch, which team can control the pace and the tempo of this game. Now take away their transition, make this a half-court game as best as possible.
Here is Caleb Wilson on a step back, and the game's first points. 17 seconds in belong to Caleb Wilson. Ryan Agarwal moving in. Gets underneath. The pump fake that he saw Henri Veesaar in his rearview mirrors, and Carolina racing back the other way to the bucket. The layup, set Trimble in transition.
No one was home there.
Oscar Hielte, the freshman from Belgium, going to work down low. And with the left hand, gets the roll, and Stanford's first points. Benny Geeler slides in. Finds Okorie. Ryan Agarwal launching. Three!
Really good possession by the Cardinal. The baseline drive and drift action, and then the extra pass to the wide open Agarwal.
Caleb Wilson looked like he had it slip out of his hand as he was going up, and Stanford comes away with it. Benny Geeler open. Too strong on the three, and Henri Veesaar the rebound. And here come the Tar Heels. Kyan Evans in transition. Trimble the floater, and Carolina seesaws in front. And the rebound batted out by Oscar Hielte, but the Tar Heels get it, lining up a three, and it goes for Kyan Evans.
Man, he really gets his other teammates involved and able to find them.
Henri Veesaar on the block. And the jump hook using the glass, and Veesaar's first points.
You see they committed to him in the gap there. It was good help and recover by Trimble. He's open on the weak side.
They find him. Ebuka Okorie. Three. Step back on the baseline, Luka Bogovac. Jeremy Dent-Smith from way out there rattles. That's a no-doubter three.
He is not shy. This young man was a two-time All-American at Cal State Dominguez Hills in Southern California. Played for a Division II national championship last year.
Henri Veesaar counters at the other end. Oscar Hielte underneath. And challenged by Veesaar. Blocks the shot, and Carolina comes away with it. Here is Wilson. Terrific move on the baseline by Caleb Wilson.
The footwork. Well, look at Caleb Wilson. The footwork, the pivot, spin off.
5 shots from the floor. Miscommunication. Jeremy Dent-Smith one-on-one with Derek Dixon. Drives in and powers it off the window and in.
Good finish.
And it's Carolina by 8. And Stanford has had some prolonged droughts this season, as Ebuka Okorie starting to find his game offensively.
He just goes down, shoots the little floater over the big. It's good offense.
Henri Veesaar rattles it in from the lane.
Yeah, get him involved. He's got to touch the ball each and every time down. Probably going to have to force the action a little bit.
Up and under, leans in, and he gets the soft touch to drop.
With the big fella Veesaar.
Stanford trying anything right now to try to slow down the Tar Heels. Ebuka Okorie. Down the lane, the drive, and a pretty finish by Jonathan Powell. And Carolina quickly pushes it back, but Ebuka Okorie steals it. Stanford in transition. Agarwal to the basket, the reverse by Ryan Agarwal. Okorie gets inside. The scoop. How about that move by Ebuka Okorie?
That's pro.
Ebuka Okorie across the key and one.
Quick first step, the change of direction. Look how low he plays to the ground. Let's see if they keep using Okorie in pick and roll.
Benny Geeler drives baseline. Ryan Agarwal. Three.
Now let's see how Stanford plays and reacts with no Okorie on the floor.
Benny Geeler, and we're tied at 34. 10 straight for the Cardinal. Veesaar, three, right back at it for Carolina.
How good has this guy been? Fouling, not sending Carolina to the line.
Open in the corner, and the stroke, and a three for Luka Bogovac. Cameron Grant launching. Three! 10 to shoot for North Carolina. Bogavats. Jaron Stevenson from deep and a three. Ebuka Okorie runs it down. Transition. Ryan Agarwal attacks. And a finger roll off the window by Agarwal. Okorie attacks. Step through. The drop off and the finish. Aiden Kamen fouled out of that game in just 7 minutes and had only 4 points.
And never fouled out since.
Go to the bucket, and Caleb Wilson goes to work inside. Kyan Evans turns the corner. The lob. The finish by Wilson and one. Pass deflected, trying to force it to Ebuka Okorie. Carolina running with Wilson. And he gets the shot to go off the window. Timeout, Stanford. National championship coming up Monday. Caleb Wilson taking this game over in the second half, but Ebuka Okorie. And then we'll head across the bay before they play Cal on Saturday at Haas Pavilion as Seth Trimble spots up and nails a three.
Really good zone offensive execution by the Tar Heels.
Trimble takes it back. Outlets for Ebuka Okorie. Trail three, Ryan Agarwal.
Agarwal and Okorie have a connection out there on the floor. There's been multiple times tonight in transition. And
Henri Veesaar gets the roll.
And just trailing plays that Okorie just has like his antennas up.
That's what he's out there to do, is help space the floor and shoot.
I mean, he was wide open, and his eyes are facing you and I over here on the side of the floor. And nobody was guarding him.
It was Hakeem Olajuwon-esque by Wilson.
Yeah, the little head and shoulder fake, the fade. Tough to stop in the post, Caleb Wilson.
Second half, the Tar Heels are 6 of 7 from the floor. Stanford's turned it over 5 times, leading to 10 points. A.J. Rahosi gets the roll inside. Ebuka Okorie steps through a double team, gets to the bucket.
Well, here's the pick and roll. Here's the split. The between the legs goes to the rim. He jumps out, but Ebuka Okorie so smooth with his handle, able to split the big fella and get all the way to the rim.
Deep three. In and out for Derek Dixon. Offensive rebound. Henri Veesaar drops it in. 21 for Veesaar.
If Stanford can make somebody else besides Wilson and Veesaar score, they're going to have a chance to win this game.
Ebuka Okorie scores again. Single-digit performance of the year for Okorie. And Stanford was held to 40 points. Here he is on a step back. Three! Like when you were playing here back in the day.
Yeah, it really is. Student section is lively and active, and Bogavats.
And the rebound batted around, and Cameron Grant grabs it. Here come the Cardinal. Okorie finds Jeremy Dent-Smith in transition. Three! Second three for Dent-Smith. Freshman. And Kyle looked at me and kind of smirked and said, "You'll see why." You'll see why he's in the NBA next year. A.J. Rahosi inside, and it falls for A.J. Rahosi. It's not always graceful with him, but it's effective. And right to the bucket, Luka Bogavats in double figures now with 11.
Got to get your defense set. A little too easy on that end.
Way behind the line. Three rattles in for Jeremy Dent-Smith. Gets into the key. Jeremy Dent-Smith fires. Three! Another three for Jeremy Dent-Smith. He's 4 for 4. What a fun game on the farm at Stanford tonight. Caleb Wilson. How about that move?
How fun was that?
Okorie. The floater. And Ebuka Okorie with 29. Seth Trimble penetrates. The lob for Veesaar down low. Veesaar powers his way up and in.
Really good gather. Veesaar is stronger than his body looks. And then to play through that contact, good job by the big fella.
Jeremy Dent-Smith open. Three! They left him open in the corner.
Doing anything he wants out there on the floor, and Caleb Wilson having a monster second half for this Tar Heel team.
Okorie getting a breather right now for Stanford. The lob over the top to Henri Veesaar. They get it to him.
Again, they just let him catch too easy.
Wilson
and that's what's
over Aiden Kamen.
And that's what's going to happen.
And it's a 4-point lead for North Carolina. And a steal, Okorie. Races to the bucket. Okorie to land.
He's doing it on both ends, Roxy. The steal and the transition finish. Stanford.
Caleb Wilson. Lost his balance. 2 to shoot. The floater. Set. Trimble quiets the crowd.
That's what you need if you want to come back and win this game.
Jaren Stevenson guarding Okorie with the 4 fouls. Ryan Agarwal, a career-high 17 for Agarwal. Aiden Kamen moving in.
Good job by Trimble.
Dent-Smith for the lead.
Some big-time shot making by the Stanford Cardinal. First is Jeremy Dent-Smith, the Division II All-American.
Ryan Agarwal. 3! Flyby. Evans. Missing the 3. The weak side putback set. Trimble. Timeout, Carolina. Stanford about to knock off number 14, North Carolina. Their second consecutive ranked opponent to come to Maples. And the Cardinal behind. A Stanford single-game freshman scoring record. 36 from Ebuka Okorie.